This short video is on changing the subject advanced, so it's more complicated and at a higher level. So I would suggest watching the first changing the subject short video. Only watch this if you're aiming for a grade 8 or grade 9. We're going to fit all of these in every single question in this whole recording. We will be making X the subject. So we need to isolate X here. How do we isolate X? We have to factorize the right-hand side into a single bracket. So take an X out, which would leave you with 3 plus A in the middle. Now we've done that, can you see we've isolated the X? All we need to do is divide both sides by 3 plus A. And we have made X the subject. This one's slightly different because we need to make X a subject. We've got X's on both sides. So anything with an X you need to bring on one side. Anything without an X, bring on the other side. So I am going to take 3X off both sides first. Doesn't matter which side you take it on. You could decide when your X is on the other side, you'll have a slightly different answer. And I'm going to add 6 to both sides. And now if you see, I've got everything with an X on the left-hand side, everything without an X on the right-hand side. So let's factorize into a single bracket. And then let's divide both sides by A minus 3. And we have made X a subject. We've got X on one side, everything else on the other side. First step here, expand your brackets. Next, get everything with an X on one side, everything without an X on the other side. I'm going to bring my X's onto the right-hand side this time, but again, you don't have to, you're going to just have a slightly different answer. So I will take 3X off both sides. I don't want this TP over here. What's the opposite of subtracting TP? Adding TP to both sides. I'm going to factorize by taking an X out. And then I will divide both sides by T minus 3. Okay, have a go at these 3 yourself, see how you get on. Put me on pause and pause when you've completed all 3 questions. So for this one, anything with an X is on the right-hand side. So let's just factorize it. And then we're going to divide both sides by A plus K. Second one, I'm going to bring my X onto the left-hand side by taking an AX off both sides first. Just rearrange my order a bit here, but that doesn't really matter. That's a plus M, it stays as a plus M. But I do want to bring that on the other side, so I'm going to take a M from both sides. Factorize. Some people have a little bit of trouble factorizing this, but you can see X is common to them both. X times 1 is X. And then divide both sides by 1 minus A. Now, if you had done it by bringing your X's onto the right-hand side, you would have got an answer of M minus V over A minus 1. Or you might have minus 1 plus A and minus V plus M, which is also fine. this one. Expand your brackets. Get everything with an X on one side. So I'm going to bring my X's to the left-hand side. And I'm going to add 6 to both sides in the same step. I'm going to factorize. Divide both sides by 2 minus g. Your alternative answer would have been look at a couple more questions. First step here, I'm going to times both sides by x minus 1. Then I'm going to expand the brackets. Bring everything with an x on one side, everything else on the other side. So I'm going to take 3x off both sides. And I'm going to add an s to both sides. I'm going to factorize to isolate my x. And then I'm going to divide both sides by s minus 3. And this one here, times both sides by x minus 1. Expand your brackets. Bring everything with an x to one side. I'm going to add x to both sides and add t to both sides. Factorize. Divide both sides by t plus 1. Okay, have a go at these last two yourself. Put me on pause and pause when you've finished. Times both sides by x. Bring everything with an x. I'm going to bring it to the left-hand side by taking an x on both sides. Factorize. Divide both sides by t minus 1. If you have done this the other way round, you may have got x is equal to minus 4 over 1 minus t. Also correct. Times both sides by x minus 5. Expand your brackets. So I'll expand my brackets on the next step, I think. Bring everything with an x onto the left-hand side by taking 3x off both sides and adding 5y to both sides. Factorize. Divide both sides by y minus 3. And your alternative answer here would be x is equal to negative 6 minus 5y over y. Sorry, 3 minus y. Okay, that's the end of this recording.